everyone, I'm Shalmali.
I am Durga and we are
The Dafty Dames.
Welcome back. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe as we post new fun DIY videos every Saturday.
Today's series or today's video, we are going to start a new series. And this is the series that we have been waiting for, like eagerly waiting for. Because this is one of our favorite things. We are going to do a Christmas series.
We know it's a bit early for Christmas, but we wanted to start early because this is our favorite festival with lots and lots of DIYs, and it will also give you guys some time to plan your special Christmas this year and take inspiration from this video and the videos coming in the Christmas series.
So in today's video, we are going to show you how to make your very own Christmas ornaments. So we are going to show you around many different types of ornaments made from different things. So stay tuned and watch till the end. So let's put on elf hats and get to work.
This one is the most quick and easiest one. We are making a snowball. For that, I have taken this plastic ball and I am going to glue a white wool all around it and wrap the ball with it. Once we have covered around 70%, I'll just glue the hanging thread and continue the wrapping. And that's all is to be done. Our snowball ornament is ready. Next, we are making a jute wreath. I took this binding ring which I had already. This can be any ring which is available, and then we will start wrapping the jute thread around the ring. I'll leave some extra thread to make a hanging loop. Let's start with a knot and start wrapping it all around. Once we reach the end, we will secure it with a tight knot and then we will tie both the threads. Now let's start decorating it. I'm using this artificial leaves which I have. I'll glue on one side of the wreath and then I'll add the red beads as berries.
So to make our salt dough ornaments, we'll need half a cup of flour, about 3 tablespoons of salt. Give them a nice mix so that they blend together, and put in our last ingredient, water. Now just knead it so that you form a nice dough. Roll it nicely so that it is completely mixed. So once your dough is nicely kneaded, we just take a rolling pin, our balun, and start rolling the dough just like we do with a chapati. And once you have rolled the desired amount, just start making the shape. Now I'm trying to do a Christmas tree. Now of course if you have a cookie cutter, this will be much easier for you. But since I don't have it, I'm just going to have to do the old-fashioned way with a knife. And with the remaining dough, I have made a stocking. See, nothing goes to waste. And a star. Once all the ornaments are cut and ready, we'll take the next step, that is to write on it. This is completely optional. I'm going to write faith on the Christmas tree. Here are some more ornaments that I had made earlier. So we just have to make a small hole for the wire or ribbon or jute, whatever we're going to use to thread through. Now we just have to microwave them. Of course you can air dry them at room temperature also, but that takes like a lot of time. Let's move on. Let's put them in the microwave. You can put it for about 1 or 2 minutes. It doesn't take much longer, but you have to keep flipping it in a few seconds so that it doesn't puff up. Ooh, they're almost ready. Now let's see if they have hardened up. Yes, they have, and you can see the writing too. It's time to get painting. Well, now Christmas tree can't be any other color than green, right? So let's give it a nice coat of green. There it is, all painted. Now I just have to emphasize on the writing so that it is nice and clear. So I'm just going to take a brush pen and I'm just going to write all over it. You can also paint it if you want, it is up to you. The tree of faith brings the tree of joy. My stocking. A little one saying Christ and love and hope. And my little cute snowman. And our names, Dafty Dames. And what's Christmas without a star? Time to thread in the ribbon. Getting my tree of faith ready. Once it's threaded through properly, just measure and cut. And just tie a knot at the top. Now for the rest of the ones, I have threaded jute through it because it was just too thin for the thick ribbon to pass through. Now this step is completely optional. Since the salt doughs are quite porous, you can use essential oils and you just have to put like 1 or 2 drops in the back of it and it will make your ornaments smell really nice.
Let's use this paperclip which are lying around to make some ornaments. I'm gonna remove the spring from these clips so that we will have 2 separate sides, and then we will glue their back sides together. Like this. We need 8 of these to make a snowflake. Once that is done, we will take 2 of them and glue them together like this, and then we'll take other 2 and we will glue them on the opposite end to make a plus sign. Once that is done, we will take remaining 4 and we will stick them in the gap of that plus sign. Now our snowflake is ready. While it is drying, let's make a star. For that, again I am going to take the paper clips and remove the spring, and then I am going to glue the tapering ends together and make a A like this. So we need 4 of these and 4 of the earlier ones. Now let's arrange the star by gluing all the A's together like this and then sticking the remaining 4 clips in the gap of it. Once that is glued and dried, our snowflake and star is ready. Now let's start painting it. I am painting the snowflake white, of course, and star I am going with a red one. Once both of them are dried, all we need to do is take a fancy Christmassy string and attach it to the ornament, and our snowflake and star are ready to shine on the Christmas tree.
We start by taking the clay. I have put a link in the description for the clay we've used and how we've made it. And then we roll it out and cut the shape of a book. So we'll be starting by making a book cover. Once your desired shape is cut, we put it aside and just roll up the sides because we want that curve of an open book. So we do the same procedure for the smaller size. These will be the pages of the book. So once you're cut, you just take a knife or any pointy object and just make these abbreviations so it looks like the pages of a book. And then we just join it. Join the cover to the pages and cut off any extra that is there. Now take a pin or any pointy object and make a hole in one corner because we'll need to thread our jute through it. And take some clay and put it in the center of the book. This will be the binding of it. Now let's keep that aside for drying and move on to a stack of books. So I've taken these 3 small parts and you just have to give it a square like shape and make the same abbreviation that we did to make it look like the pages of a book on 3 sides. As you can see, I have done on 3 sides, and make a hole in one of them. And that's it, they're done. Now we just need to join them. Just stack them on top of each other. Use some clay to join them together and make sure that you leave place for the thread to pass through. Once they are dried, we move on to painting. Now the pages of the open book, I'm going to give a creamish color because I want to give it a bit of a vintage look. And the cover I'm going to do in brown. Moving on to the stack, I've chosen red for the top book. Now be very careful while painting it because we'll have to make a thin line on the bottom of it to make it look like the cover of a book. And you do this same on all the 3 books. For the second one, I have done green and the third one blue. Now let's paint these pages white because these are a new stack of books. Now let's go back to our open book. Now since it is Christmas, it would be perfect if this was the Holy Bible. And once that is done, we turn it over and we write a verse inside. So I'm going to write one of my favorites, that is the Psalm 91, and do some squiggly lines because the entire thing won't fit. And there our open book and a book of stacks ornament is ready. I've just attached the strings to it and they're all ready to go on the tree. They're just so cute and pretty, aren't they?
I'm going to make a gnome as the final ornament. For that, I'm going to wrap a white wool around and make a bundle, and then we'll tie the upper part together with a white thread. We will put a bead as a nose in the center, and then we will chop the loops to make the beard. I'm going to cut the half of the front ones to give the layer and the moustache. And then to get a long tapering beard, let's cut its edges. Next, I am also going to open up this thick wool so that our gnome will be fat and fluffy. Let's move on to make the hat. For that, I have taken this felt cloth and I am going to cut it in the video. This was our first video from Christmas series and we really hope you liked it and enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, comment and tell us which ornament was your favorite and share it with people. Share the joy of Christmas and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
And we'll see you next week, next Saturday, for another Christmas video of ours. Until then, this is Daphne Games signing off. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.